Old Shepley and Associates presents Forecast First from WTAJ.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Mike Doyle. It's been a beautiful day so far. Looking at our Doppler behind me, no rain to speak of for today. High pressure's in control, and that will keep our skies clear for tonight. 69 degrees around 10 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, a mild start, and then a warm midday, but then a very warm weekend. Also very humid as well. I'll talk more about that coming up in a few minutes.
Live from your news leader, this is WTAJ News at 5:30.
Good evening. We are live in Bellefonte tonight for the cruise.
Yeah, the historic Bellefonte Cruise. A lot of classic cars running around. We're right outside the classic Brockerhof, one of the famous spots here in Bellefonte, and a lot of folks lining up just to see other people and to see these classic cars running up and down the street. So
yeah.
Allegheny Street, and having a lot of fun, and great to meet with so many different people.
Absolutely. So we actually have someone who is lined up here. We have
Brian,
Brian Cunningham over here. So you tell me, you go here every year. Why do you love coming here for the historic cruise?
I like coming here not only for the hot cars, but for the people and all the good food.
Yeah, certainly a lot of good food here. We've already seen quite a few cars driving by. Have you seen any good ones that you like
favorites?
so far?
Well, I haven't seen my favorite yet, but I'm sure I'll pick it out later.
Which is what? What's your favorite?
I like Chevy Camaros.
Oh yeah, I think we had one earlier, but I bet it's going to come make its way back around. We are having so much fun. If you're in the Bellefonte area, there's plenty of time. We're going to go on to the evening and throughout the weekend as well. So come over, say hello. We're just down the street from the courthouse. We're going up and down Allegheny Street, trying to check in with people throughout the area. So we're having a lot of fun.
Absolutely. So Brian, I do want to ask you another question. I saw you're here with your mom. Is this kind of a tradition that you guys have? A lot of families come here for this?
Yeah, a lot of families come here. It's been going on for like 30 years. So this is the 30th annual car cruise for Bellefonte, Pennsylvania. I suggest anybody that's out there watching tonight, you get out here and have a good time, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Brian, for talking with us.
Yep.
And he did mention food earlier. There's certainly a lot of food.
Of course, we thought that Evan Hinckley would move away from the concession stand, but they said he's got one more shot at it. Some folks that are enjoying it, folks that are working there. Let's check back in with Evan just down the street. Evan?
John and Amanda, I'm back here at the concession stand here, Snyder's concession stand, and as promised, I was able to withhold my appetite here, but here is that cheeseburger I've been wanting to chow down on for a while, so I'm going to take a quick bite here, see what we got going on. Some grilled onions on there, as you can see. That is an amazing piece of Americana right there. We're joined back here with Jim Snyder here, and Jim, what other concession stands while I'm eating here? What other concession stands will you guys have going on here?
Well, we also have the gyros, we have funnel cakes, we have lemonade, French fries, and tacos.
Wow, so that's a lot of great food. I'm going to definitely want to hit up all of those different stands here. But I got to ask you, too, since this is the main focus of the Bellefonte Cruise, is classic cars as well. What is your favorite classic car and why?
Nothing beats the Shelby Mustang, just because it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. If you could have your own car, what would it be, and what color would it? How would you customize it and such like that?
Anything white, because that's my preferred color of choice for a vehicle, and pretty much anything old is cool.
Well, that's great. I'm going to keep chowing down on this burger here, guys, and don't worry, I'll have a chance to burn off some of these calories later in the sock hop, which is going on here at 7 tonight. But for now, I'll send it back to you, John and Amanda.
All right. Can you hear the hum right now? That's a 1930 Model A Ford pickup. Ron Wagner?
Yes.
From Bellefonte. How long have you been coming to the cruise, Ron?
Oh, probably for 20 years or more.
Yeah.
Whenever they started, I've been here every year.
Well, you certainly got a beautiful ride to bring every time, huh?
Well, this is the first year for this.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
For this one, yeah.
What's the name of it I saw? It was Donkey's Garage?
That's just a little something I put on for the grandkids. Yeah, the grandkids. They like the Shrek from the donkey. That's a Shrek.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
So many sights and sounds. Thanks, Ron, for showing us your Model A pickup truck here. And we're going to continue our coverage of the Bellefonte Cruise ahead, but let's check in with Alex Hazard, who's at Du Bois Community Days. Alex.
Well, we are here at Du Bois Community Days, and we're having a blast. And I met some folks from the local fire department here. We have Nate, Bob, and Matt down here. Now, you guys are putting on this awesome chicken barbecue. Kevin, who's our cameraman, why don't you show everybody that chicken barbecue? I wish you guys could smell this through the camera. I wish we had smell-o-vision because it smells so good here. Now, why don't you tell everybody kind of what's going on here at Du Bois Community Days?
We have a brotherhood of all fire departments, and everybody here is a non-profit organization, which is kind of a neat situation. There is some businesses here, but they're not here for profit. There's a lot of food here, a lot of fun for the kids. There's just so much to do, and the entertainment is just outstanding. It's phenomenal.
The entertainment has been great. While we've been on commercial breaks, I've been getting my groove on a little bit. We've been tearing up a rug over there. Now, you guys, of course, are doing the chicken barbecue, but what everybody seems to be most excited about here is the deep fried Oreo.
Can't be beat. They just can't be beat.
So I thought maybe it'd be fun if we kind of walk through this really quick. We have about 30 seconds, so why don't we throw an Oreo in there?
What we do is put the Oreo right here in the pancake batter.
You gave away the recipe. You said it was a secret batter.
But I didn't tell you what was in the ingredients.
Okay, here we go.
And we just throw it in the grease, and we leave that cook for a while, get good, nice and brown. We will have to flip it over.
So when it flips over,
we come over here to the finished product, or after it comes out of the fryer.
We throw a little powder on there. Do you guys think I can handle this?
Yeah, I think you can.
Here we go.
You're going to have a job here soon.
And these, it might be snowing on the Oreos here, but it's not snowing outside. And here to tell you more about it is Mike Doyle. Back to you, Mike.
Hey, Alex, bring me a few of those Oreos, please. They look delicious. But you said not snowing at all. It's quite warm outside for this afternoon. High pressure's here, so a beautiful day nonetheless. Here's a look at our satellite and radar. A few clouds out there towards the western part of our state, but we're just going to stay mainly clear. The few passing clouds for the remainder of today, and then those clear skies will continue for tonight. So a closer look. Again, just staying mainly clear out there. So a beautiful evening to head out and about, take that dog for a walk, or just have a beverage or some food or dinner outside for this evening to enjoy the temperature. 78 degrees right now in Altoona, Johnstown 72, Bedford 75 degrees, and up towards Du Bois where Alex is 73. So not a bad evening there. For tonight, our lows in the upper 40s to the 50s, Altoona at 52, Johnstown 54, and Bedford 48 degrees. So a bit on the cooler side for tonight. But our dew point temperatures remain low for today, slightly higher for tomorrow. Then this weekend we turn very warm and very steamy. That means our temperatures could see the lower 90s, and then our dew point temperatures are much, much higher. So I'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Charlotte?
Thanks, Mike. Today, Army Air Force 2nd Lieutenant Robert Keown was buried at Arlington National Cemetery. His plane went down in World War II, and his remains were not recovered until 1999. Washington correspondent Morgan Wright has more from his nieces, who reflect on the celebration of life for their uncle.
A family now has closure after more than 70 years of uncertainty and the death of Army Air Force's 2nd Lieutenant Robert Keown.
We had a grandmother who we saw every summer, and we went to visit, and we never knew that we knew she had lost a son, but she never talked about it.
Keown of Scottsboro, Alabama was killed during World War II following a mission in April of 1944 to escort a B-25 bomber on an aerial search in Papua New Guinea. His squadron of P-38 planes encountered heavy overcast and inclement weather. He was reported missing in action after his aircraft never returned following that mission.
We've known we had an uncle that was killed in World War II, but that was about all we really knew about it.
Keown's nieces of Du Bois, Pennsylvania say after learning of their uncle's heroic story, they were totally shocked.
Realizing that a 24-year-old young man died in a war, and it took 70-some years to find him.
The Defense POW MIA accounting agency helped in recovering the remains of Keown, and the family says they now have closure.
To provide a name, to be able to provide an identity to this hero that lost his life for his country during World War II in 1944, it's truly an honor.
Keown's nieces want their uncle to be remembered as a hero as an unfortunate missing member of their family, which is now found. In Arlington, Morgan Wright.
Community members of Johnstown's West End neighborhood are invited to a block party tomorrow to help bring them closer together. The West End block party will take place on the field behind the old Johnstown Middle School on Decker Avenue. It'll feature bounce houses, carnival games, free food, and live entertainment. Organizers hope people who attend will benefit from more than just a good time.
The block parties are to create community within each neighborhood in Johnstown. We want to build a stronger Johnstown by building stronger neighbors.
The block party runs from 12 to 3 tomorrow. Check out the Johnstown Neighborhood Boosters website for more information on other block parties happening throughout the city this summer. Coming up, we'll head out to the Diamond for an update on the Single A State Baseball Championship.